welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And today we are going to make another coaster or mug rug or whatever you want to call it. This one is the um, I Love America. It's a heart flag. That's what it symbolizes I Love America. So this is one we're going to make today. Also, I've got this outlined in black, but I'm going to outline it in navy blue instead. But you could do black if you'd like. Alright. So we're going to start with the background color. And I'm kind of using this blue-white variegated background color. But all of my yarn is from Hobby Lobby, and it's I Love This Cotton. It is my very favorite cotton yarn, and I use that a lot. So we are going to chain a 21 to start out with. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Alright, and in the second chain from the hook, we are going to single crochet there and in every chain across. So we're just going to single crochet all the way across, and by the time that you get this done, this row, you should have 20 stitches. So you will always have 20 stitches throughout this whole project. I have been having so much fun with my Stitch Fiddle app on online. I hope you guys are having fun doing these pictures with me this year. I know we've been doing a lot of pictures this year, but I love to do pictures, so I hope you guys are having fun along with me. So there we are. We have the first row done, and we have 20. So we want to make sure that you know that this is row 1, but this is the front. So my tail is over here to the left, and when my tail is over here to the left, that means that's the front side. But if my tail is over here to the right, that is the back side. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and you see the tail goes to the right, so we are on the back side. So we want to make sure that we're careful with this. We need to start out with 10 single crochets. So there's 1 in this background color, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we need our navy blue, but as I said, if you want to use black, you can. I'm going to use navy blue. Alright, so I finished off my single crochet with a navy, and I'm going to leave, this is the back side, so we're going to leave our strands on the back side. We're going to leave that there. And then in the front loop only, we're going to put a single crochet in navy, just one. But we're not going to finish that because I am going to bring another background color. We may do some carrying of colors, but for the most part, I don't plan on carrying colors. Alright, so now the next 9 stitches will be the background color. So there's 2, it's the last 9 stitches actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have made 2 balls of my background color, and this way I don't have to carry colors across. So let's chain 1 and turn. We're back on the front side, so this is what the front looks like. And we are going to start out with 8 of our background color. So there's 1, and then we're just, hang on a minute, there it is. I want to cut off this tail because we carried that for 9 stitches. It'll be okay. We don't need that tail, and that's just going to confuse us. So that was the tail that I used to start this new color. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then this is going to the back because I try to keep my strands on the same side. Alright, so I'm switching over to my navy. And in the back loop of the next stitch, we're going to put navy. And just 1. And then we're going to switch over to our white. I just have 1 ball of the white. I don't think we're going to need more than 1 ball of the white, but if we do, I have more. So I've got several little balls over there that I've got things separated. Alright. So again, in the back loop only, we're going to put this white. But we need to kind of carry this navy over because it is navy, white, and then navy. So let's carry it over with us. Because if it's 1 stitch, we can carry it. 1 stitch is, it's easier to carry. We do 1 stitch. And go back to the navy if I can get it separated. There it is. And then back loop only again is the navy. So now we need to bring back our background, which is the other roll. So we started out with 8 of our background, navy, white, and navy. And now we're just going to finish off the row. We should have 9 stitches for the background color for the end this row. So we should have 9 stitches left. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 10 stitches left. What did I do? Maybe I did put 2 in 1 or something. Yep, I put it in that same stitch. Okay. Alright. So I put it in the same stitch as this navy's in. So I'm going to go to the next stitch. Oh goodness. So there's 2, 3. I'm wondering if I probably should wear my glasses while trying to do this. That might help. So I'll put my glasses on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, there we got it. Alright, so there's 9 there. Alright. So far so good. So that's 3 rows. So let's mark those off so I don't get confused. It wouldn't take much. There's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to start row 4. And we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to start out with 8 of 8 of our background color right now. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we're on the back side, so we will bring everything this way. Alright, now we need a navy, so let's switch off to navy here. And since we're on the back side, we want this to be front loop only. So we need a navy here, and then we need to go to red. So we need to add in a red. And so we're going to continue with our front loop only, but I think that I am going to leave that navy here though, because we're getting further and further apart, and I've got several balls of navy going. I think there's going to be a spot we're going to need 3 little balls of navy. So I've made my 3 balls of navy, but I'm going to leave this one here as I continue with this red on this side. And in front loop only, we need 3 red. So we're doing this on the front loop only. And then on the third one, we're going to bring up that back. Oh, we need the navy. No, we're not. We need the navy. So we're going to bring in a navy on this side. So I have one on both sides. That way we're not carrying it. And again, at the front loop only, we're going to put that navy in, and then we're going to bring up our background color. And then we should have 7 stitches left to finish off this row with the background color. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There it is, chain 1 and turn. So we could see the front side of this. So here we go. We've got our little heart going so far. Alright. Alright. And I'm going to mark off these rows as I go. Row 5 is next. So we are going to start out with 6 of our background color now. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're on the front side of this now. So now we need our navy. And back loop only. We're going to go for that navy there. And then we need to switch over to our white. So I've left that down here, and I'm just going to bring it up from that row, from row 2, or row 3. And we are needing 5 white after this navy. So there's 1, and these are back loops only. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're bringing up this navy. And then we're going to finish it off with the navy. And then the background color, we need 7 of that. I'm going through both loops this time. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, so there's what we have so far. Alright, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And mark off row 5. So we can get started with row 6. And row 6 is on the back side. Also, you may have figured out that the odd numbers are the front side and the even numbers are the back side. There's another way of figuring out whether you're on the back side, or what this thing is called, the wrong side. So yeah, we're going to start out with 6 single crochets here on the side. So there's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we are going to need our navy. So front loop only on that. And then we're going to find my red strands, my red strand here, and bring that over. And then, like, the back side is going to have this, going across, so I'm not worrying about that too much. So, like I said, front loop only. We are doing the red now, and now we need 7 red. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we need to end this with the navy. So let's bring that red down here. So we're going to end this with the navy. Right here. And then we're going to bring in our background color. And then we just need 5 of those to finish off this row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's chain 1 and turn so we could see the front of this. And I didn't do that right. Hang on a minute. I'm going to make sure that this navy gets back in the front here because we're on the back side. So we got to keep these strands on the back side. Now we can do our 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, there we go. So now, this is what we've got so far. That's looking good. Alright, so 6 is done. Let's do 7. And we're back on the front side again. Alright, so we're going to start out with 4 background color this time. So there's 2, 3, and 4. And then we need our navy. And since I'm on the front side, I'm using back loop. So there's the navy. And now we need to bring up our white. So we find our white. Bring it over here. And because I'm going to do back loops only, again, we're going to go 9 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we need our navy. And then we put a navy right there, and then we're going to switch over to our background color, and we are going to finish this off with 5 on the background color. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've got our red and white stripes going on here in our heart. Starting at the bottom with the red and white stripes. Looks pretty cool. So let's get 7 is done, and start row 8 is next. So chain 1 and turn, and we're on the back side again. So we are going to start out with 4 of this background color. So there's 4, and then we need navy again. So then the next stitch is navy. And then we need to find our red color here and switch over to our red now. And we are needing 11 red in this row. So there's 1, 2, and this is front loop only, 3. Anytime that you're doing a color, one color on top of another, you're always either going to do front or back loop. And when you're on the back side, it's front loop. When you're on the front side, it's back loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then you're going to finish it off with a navy and then do 3 of your background color. So let's bring that navy up, make our navy stitch. And then our background color. We need 3 of those. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so let's chain 1 and turn and look at our heart. Now, look at this. This is shaping up really nice. Loving that. Alright. So let's mark off our row 8. And also, I have not tried these. When I make these patterns up and I'm doing with you, I'm doing it for the first time with you. I'm not done these because you know me, I like to design on the fly. So I just, that's so cool. I love that. All right. So we need to start out with row 9 with 2 background colors. And then we're going to bring up our navy. And of course, since we're on the front side, we're in the back loop. All right. And now we need to find our white and bring it up. Since we did that last row in red, the next row will be in white. That's a given. All right, we need 13 white going across here. So, and I'm doing back loops since I'm on the front side. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then we need to bring up our navy, switch over to the navy, put the navy in, and then we're going to switch over to our background color, which is right here on this side too. And we'll end up with 3 of them. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And there is row 9. That's 9 rows. That is so cool. We are going to be adding our blue in the next row. Alright, so chain 1 and turn. as I've been carrying these whites up, there's just wee little lines, so it's really not that bad on the back side. So anyway, we're going to chain one and turn here, and we need two. We're on the back side now, so we need to start out with two background colors and then go over to our navy. Make that navy, and now we're bringing in our blue. So this is the royal blue, and bring that in. We are going to need 8 royal blue. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to bring over the red, and we need 7 red next. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then it is 1 navy and 1 background color, and that is going to finish up this row. And of course, in those background colors, I don't know if I told you that we're going through both loops. When you're doing color on top of color, you're doing the both loops, not front or back loops. Okay, so all this background color that we did is all done with both loops, and I don't know if I told you that. But this looks so cool. Oh my gosh, that looks adorable. I love that. All right, so we are halfway through this square, guys. That was row 10. So we are definitely halfway through. We've got 10 more rows to finish it out. All right. It looks like the next row is going to get a little bit more intricate for us. So we are going to start out with 1 background color. And 1 navy. So we got navy on top of navy. We're going to go through both loops. Okay. And then we need to bring up the white. So we need to bring this white, which is on this side, clear over here, and bring that in. So we are doing back loop. We're on the front side. All right, so we need 7 white. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we need our royal blue. And I'm thinking about bringing this white with us. So the royal blue, we're going through both loops on the royal blue. We're going to try to bring this white with us. We need 3 royal blue. So I'm carrying that white, okay? 2 and 3. Then we're going to switch over to the white because I carried it down with us. We're going to do the stars in this heart. Back loop only. We're going to do it 1 white. Then we're back to the royal blue, and we need to do 3 more stitches. So there's 1. Now remember, we need to carry that white with us because we're going to need it 1 more time. So there's 1, 2, 3. Yes. And then we're just going to put this white in next. Here. And then we need our navy. So we're going to bring the navy in. We're done with that white now. So we're going to let it go there. And I'm going through both loops because I'm going to put a navy on top of a navy. And then we're going to go to the background color. And then put those 2 stitches in to finish it off. There we go. So we've got a couple of star stitches in. The 2 whites right here. That's supposed to resemble our stars. Alright, so chain our 11, row 11 is done. Let's do row 12. And on row 12, again, of course, will be on the back side of our work. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to start out with the 2 background colors. And then we need our navy. And since I'm putting this navy on top of navy, we're going through both loops. And now I need my royal blue. So we're going to bring this royal blue up here. And we're just doing 8 royal blue across here. So I'm doing front loop only on this first one because it was white. So there's 1. And then I'm doing both loops because I'm on top of the color, right? 3, 4, and then the front loop on this one, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. I'm going to leave this white over here and bring in another white at this point. So I'm bringing in another white over here. Is it white or red? Nope, it's red. So we're going to bring up our red. Oh, goodness. It wouldn't be white because it's a stripe. It would be red. All right, so front loop, we need 7 red then. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, one navy and one background color. Of course, those two will be in both loops because we got navy on top of navy, and the background color is also on top of the background color. And then there it is. Alright, chain one and turn. So there's how our heart is coming out so far, which is looking really neat. Alright, so that was row 12. This is not taking very long at all, is it? Alright. So 13, row 13, we're going to start out with one background color. And then we're going to switch over to our navy. As soon as I find it, there it is. Put the navy in. And now I do need the white. So I am going to put this white on this side. So I've got two whites going. I've got a white going for the stars over here and this white for the stripes. So let's do back loop only, and we need 7 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we need our blue. And then we need a blue. And then I'm going to bring this white up over here. Because we need one white next in that back loop. And then go back to our blue. And now we need 3 blue. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we need another white. So let's bring that over. Do the back loop on that white. And then switch back to the blue. And we need 2 blue. So there's 1 and 2. And then we need our navy and 2 background colors. And that will finish off this row. So switching over to our background color. That is row 13 done. I'll mark it off. Alright, so chain 1 and turn for row 14. We're going to start this row off with 2 background colors. Switching over to our navy. And we'll put that in. And then we need our white. So I'm bringing this white up here. And our first stitch is white in this blue. I need that navy to stay here though. I'm bringing up this navy with me. Alright. So we've got the white, 1 white, and then switching over to our royal blue. Not navy, the royal blue. we're going to go through, of this next royal blue, we're going to go through both stitches of that, and the next white, we're just going through the back loop, or front loop, because we're on the back side, and then the next one, we're going through both loops, and then we need to switch back over to the white. I'm carrying this white with me to do these stars, because it's only 3 stitches. So we'll put a white in there, and then we're back to the 3 royal blues again. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And now I need to finish off. We need to do a red stripe after this. So we're going to bring the red over. And in the front loops of these whites, we're going to put 7 red in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then all we need is a navy blue and a background color. And this row is done. Now let's look at it. You can see our little stars coming in. It kind of looks like stars too, don't it? Alright, so let's mark off 14. It looks like 15. So we are on the front side again, and we're going to start off 15 with 2 background colors. So there's 1, and then the back loop of that navy for the second one. And then we need the navy. I'm going to switch over to the navy. And we're going to put that there, and the back loop of that red, and then we need our white. So this white that we've been using for stripes over here, we'll bring it up. We need 6 white, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we need our royal blue, and we're just going to put 7 royal blue across there. So there's 1, 2, 3, back loop of this white, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we need a royal blue, which is the back loop of that white. And then we need 3 background colors at the end. So the back loop of this royal, and then both loops of the next 2 stitches. And there it is. So we're starting to go in. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. can't get over how cool that looks. Alright, so let's mark off 15. We are almost done. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to start out with 4 background color this time. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then since we're on the back side, we need the front loop of that navy for the 4th one. And then we're going to switch over to the navy. And put a navy in there. And then we're going to, we need the white. This white one here that we've been using with this to do the stars. We need 1 white here next. But this navy is done. We're going to keep it there. Alright, and then we need our royal blue. So we need 3 royal blue in here. And another white on the other side. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then we need a white. Alright, and then we are needing our we need another navy. Alright, so this is where the other navy is going to come in, or the 3rd one, because we need a navy for the middle part of our heart, because now we're going to be doing that part. So right here, leave this white here. We're going to put the navy right here in this stitch. Wait a minute, what happened to my, there it is. Alright, so 1 navy there, and now we need our red. And we're going to need 5 red, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this navy over here, bring up. That last stitch right here will be navy. That last white stitch right here before this navy on the last row gets a navy. And then we're going to bring in our background color, and we need 3 of those. So there's 2 and 3. Alright, chain 1 and turn. So as you can see, our little heart, we're going to be coming in the middle. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Alright, so that was 16. We only need 3 more rows. 4 more rows. I mean. We're going to start out 17 with 4 background colors So there's 2, 3, and we're on the front row, so there's 4, and then we need the navy to come up. And this one is navy. Alright, so now we need 3 white, because I switched over to the white after that navy. So 1, 2, 3, 3 white, and then we need our navy. Next. So it's 1 navy here, which is, that navy is in that last red. I don't know if you could see that. So we started out the first navy in the first red, and then the white in the next 3, and then that navy is in that last red. Alright, so now we need another color of the background color. We need the middle part of the background color. So we're bringing in a background color. And then, so we're going to bring this navy with us, okay? We're putting in the background color next. Then we're going to switch over to the navy again. And put that navy in this white one right here. Alright, then we need our royal blue. So we're switching over to the royal blue. We need 1 royal blue. Okay, and then we're going to switch over to this white over here, where the white that I've been using to make these stars. We'll switch over to that. And the next one is white, and then the next one is royal blue again. So after these 3 whites here, we did navy, background color navy. Then we did royal blue, white, royal blue. And then the next one will be a royal navy. We need to switch from this royal to the navy. And this white one will be navy. And then you should have 5 left for the background color. 1, 2. Yep. I can't believe it. We did it right. Alright. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. So that was row 17, and it is finished now. Mark it off. Row 18. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to start out row 18 with 6 background colors. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are on the back side, so it'll be front loop of this navy. And then now we need a navy. We actually need 3 navy in here. So now we're going to do 3 navy. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to bring in, so that means we are done with this blue. Well, we're done with all of them. Alright, so we're done with this blue and white. We're going to cut it off. Alright, we're done with this red and white over on this side that we did the stripes with. We'll cut it off. Alright, that helps things. Alright, so let's do this navy here. And then we need our background color. And then we need 3 of those. So I've got the middle part of the background color right here that I'm using. And we need 3 background colors. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and then we're going to bring this navy up over here from this side over here. And we need 3 navy again. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Get in there. And then we need our background color to end everything. And we are finishing off with 5 of the background color. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. So the rest of these, that was the last row of the heart. So we're done with the heart. So these strands right here that we used, I'm just going to cut these off because now we don't need them anymore. So we're going to cut them off, and now we're just down to 1 strand of yarn, or 1 color, and we've got the background color. So we chain 1 and turn for row 19, and we are just going to single crochet across here. But the first 5 of these stitches are with both loops. But because we're on the front side, we're going to use the back loop as soon as we come to a different color. So, and then front loop, or both loops with these 3 in the middle. And then back loop with these navy blues. And then we're going to finish it off here all the way across. Now with both loops, this is the easy part. Easy peasy, love it. I love starting it. It's the middle part that gets a little bit confusing sometimes. Starting it and ending it is one of my 2 favorite things. So this row 20, then you're just going to single crochet across here in both loops because we're all in the same color. So you'll just single crochet across. And we are done. That finishes this off. Now do not cut this off, because we will need to start that out with the border. Okay, so I'm going to leave that on there, but I am going to sew down all my ends, and then we will be back to do the border of this. So I will see you then. Okay, so I've got my ends. Even the back doesn't look too bad, if you could see this. And as I was carrying up the sides, you could see a little bit of the carrying, but it really isn't really that bad. So there's the front, and you want the front facing you. Okay, that's important. All right. So in this first stitch, because I chained one and turned, and we're in the front side now. In the first stitch, we are going to put 3 single crochets in there. And then we're just going to single crochet in each stitch across. And now we're going to put 3 single crochets in the corner. So I love dealing with single crochets when we're putting borders on, because when you do a perfect square, even going down the sides is the same. So we had 20 stitches, right? So 20 minus 2, that's 18. You should have 18 stitches in between your corners. Now when we get over here to the end, at this last stitch, you're going to put 3 stitches in there. So, you know, in your corners, I think I said that, you'll be putting 3 single crochets in each corner. All right, so now we're going down the side, and you're just going to put 1 stitch at the end of every row, because, you know, we have the right amount of rows and the right amount of stitches too. So anyway, you're going to go all the way around it like that, and I will be back to show you the last round of this. Alright, so we are back for round 2 of this border. We're going to chain 1 and end this first stitch set right here. We're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Okay, since we're on the corner, we're going to do that 2 more times in each stitch. So we're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet, and then chain, single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and that's our little spider stitch that we've been using. So we're going to skip the next stitch going down the sides. You're going to do this in every other stitch. So you're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. You'll skip a stitch and do that spider stitch in the next. Then you'll skip a stitch, go into the next, and do the spider stitch. Skip a stitch, and then when you get to the corner, you need to put that spider stitch in all 3 of those stitches in the corner. Let's see, I'll do a little bit of this so you can see what this looks like. Alright, so we're at the corner here. That was the first stitch that I did of the corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that spider stitch also in the next 2 stitches and then you're going to start by skipping the next stitch and putting the spider in the next. So we're just going to go all the way around it like that. And this is, let me give you an idea of what it looks like right here. This is what it looks like. Okay, so that will be the end of this project. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.